This video is sponsored by Eniba.com, a fairly new online marketplace where you can get game keys and gift cards for PC, Xbox, PSN, Nintendo and much more. Check out the fantastic weekly deals with up to 70% off. Use the code Ikari during the registration to get another 3% off of every purchase, and have a fun time gaming. Hello everyone and welcome back to Skyrim. It's creature time again, and let me tell you, a huge amount of great creature mods has been released lately. So many that I decided to divide them into 2 episodes. So this here is the first part of the new Creatures special, featuring 12 dangerous and aggressive creatures. The first one of the creatures you really don't want to come across is the Shadow Atronag. We have seen all kinds of Atronags made from all kinds of materials, but this one right here is more like a very powerful spectre actually. He commands a whole bunch of lesser shadows and is somewhat of a boss encounter. The next mod is Rock Golems. This actually looks more like the Atronachs we know. Well, golems are pretty much the same, soulless constructs created through magic. There are many different variants, all with unique custom abilities, and you will usually find them in the company of mages. The College of Winterhold, for example, has created some to guard their headquarters. Sometimes those creatures are, however, too powerful to control and go rogue, so sometimes you will find them aimlessly roaming the world. And of course there are also spells included in this mod, so you can summon your own golems. Next we have a construct of a different kind, Dwarf Treasures. Yeah, remember those things that come out of the floor sometimes and cut you in half? Well, guess what? They can walk now. Great, isn't it? Although they do not charge at you as I expected, instead they use ranged fireballs. A perfect combo of long and close combat abilities, quite nasty actually. Next, yet another Atronach looking fella called Flame Turmoil. Now this guy looks badass, like a flame hurricane. Makes you think that this battle is going to be metal as hell. But despite that, those guys turned out to be quite a pushover. Well, at least there is a spell, so you can get one of those badass looking things for yourself. The next one is another ghosty creature, Mourning Souls. There were cool ghosts in Oblivion, those in Skyrim however look extremely lame. This here is way better in comparison. They are still not very strong, but at least the looks fit. And there's more where that came from. Rodden Maidens brings even more spooky, spectre-like creatures. This time they are inspired by the Witcher series and call themselves Rays, however. Moon Rays, Night Rays, Plague Maidens, Blood Maidens, and also some named ones like the Pesta, placed into specific locations to enhance and complete Skyrim's lore. Next we have a somewhat weird case, Cthulhuites. So I assume it's supposed to be a Cthulhu-inspired monster, but seriously all I can see is a very angry Zoidberg. So those Zoidbergs on acids can be usually found in the Apocrypha, and they just want to punch you a lot. This is pretty much it, quite boring. Also the death animation was very interesting, it was like he forgot his text for a moment or something. And here too you can get a spell and summon a Zoidberg for yourself, if you would even want such a weird thing. The next mod is Boomtyrant, another real badass. We already know him well from episode 80, where we could become him, and now we can face him in battle. Not an easy fight, that's for sure. This guy has some real badass abilities. He can summon those stationary totems which will drain your health, so you have to remove them swiftly. He can also summon those little pesky creeps with spears. They are not strong but are very annoying. And yes, he has lots of painful necromantic spells as well. Even if you manage to beat him, he leaves behind his shade, which kinda got stuck here in the corner, so it was not a big problem. Also to the victor go the spoils, and you can claim his necromantic boners for yourself. And next we have Ettins, or maybe they are French and should be pronounced Ettin with an accent aigu. But seriously, this creature almost looks more fitting to Fallout than Elder Scrolls. But anyway, let's have a badass fight. Dual wield versus dual wield. Well, that's not really much of a fight. Those necroboners really do pack a punch. However, now at least we can claim his dual wield for ourselves. More old friends on the way, another Deadrath mod. There are a couple of them in bigger mods like the Skyrim Monster mod for example, but this model here looks very professional, almost legit. There are also a couple of different variations. Those Daedroths here use the werewolf moveset, so yeah, they can be quite difficult opponents. And another well-known creature, the Hunger. Also a very interesting model, although those here look like they didn't drink their coffee in the morning and are surprisingly slow. I really expected the Hunger to be a bit more agile, but those here, they are like really falling asleep as they walk. So maybe you will prefer the Hungers by Mihail then. Those here look really menacing too, and definitely have their coffee. Probably also a well-balanced breakfast from what it seems. They are agile and can even go stealth mode. There are different variations of them, and besides, this mod also includes a similar creature called the Spitter. They can do all the Hungers can, but will additionally, you guessed it, spit all kinds of nasty stuff at you. It can blur your vision and make fighting them really hard, so an aggressive approach is advised. And this is it for this episode. The links to all mods are as always in the description below. Don't forget to endorse the mods you like. If you like cool mods, hit the like button and subscribe. Also, keep an eye out for part 2 of the Creatures Special, which will include more chill creatures. Thank you all for watching, and see you around!